As Russia gains the upper hand in Ukraine, do Putin's forces have a secret super weapon in their arsenal? A weapon which can attack without making any physical contact with the target, apparently firing an energy beam and causing a mystery illness, leaving the victims unconscious, completely disoriented, or worse, with memory problems.
To acknowledge the existence of Havana Syndrome or anonymous health incidents.
These anomalous health incidents, the symptoms that our colleagues and their family members have reported in recent years.
A new report has brought the Havana Syndrome back into the spotlight, linking it to an elite Russian military unit. And on the same day, America confirms another case which took place at a NATO summit amid the raging Ukraine war. A news investigation by 3 Western outlets has claimed to have uncovered a Russia link to the mysterious Havana Syndrome. The report by Insider, CBS's 60 Minutes, and Der Spiegel claims that the Havana Syndrome may be linked to energy weapons used by Russians. The energy weapons may be wielded by members of a Russian military intelligence sabotage unit. Members of this Russian military intel unit, called 29155, were placed at the scenes of these reported health incidents. Senior members of Unit 29155 have received awards and promotions for their work on non-lethal acoustic weapons. The investigation added that the first Havana Syndrome incident may have occurred earlier than 2016, unlike previous reports. The first likely attacks took place 2 years earlier in Frankfurt, Germany, when an American government employee was knocked unconscious by something akin to a strong energy beam. On the day that this investigation was widely reported, the US government confirmed another case similar to the Havana Syndrome. Pentagon Deputy Spokesperson Sabrina Singh said that a senior Defense Department official had experienced symptoms similar to those reported in anomalous health incidents. She said that this official was at the NATO summit in Vilnius when the incident occurred. She added that the afflicted person was not part of the US Defense Secretary's delegation. She said that in terms of investigation into such cases, the intel community is at the forefront. But what exactly is this Havana Syndrome? The Havana Syndrome is a set of symptoms said to have been experienced by American intelligence and embassy officials. The reported symptoms have included migraine, nausea, memory lapses and dizziness, along with hearing sounds without outside noise, vertigo and physical balance issues. The first reported case was in Havana, Cuba in 2016, a year after the US opened its embassy there after normalization of relations. Some US officials reportedly experienced sudden bursts of pressure in their brains, headaches, disorientation and insomnia. Subsequently, American intel and diplomatic officials in many countries reported similar symptoms. One incident was reported in 2020 at the Ellipse, which is a lawn near the US White House. India has only had one reported case so far, an American official visiting Delhi with the CIA chief in 2021. Over 130 total cases have been reported from various places, including Russia, Poland, Taiwan and Austria among others, according to US media reports. Over the years, as more and more cases have been reported, various hypotheses have emerged to explain the causes. Initially, there was speculation that the Havana Syndrome was caused by sonic attacks. Later, some experts began to suggest that it could be high-powered microwaves which were interfering with or damaging the nervous system. Suspicion arose that high-powered microwaves were being beamed through a special piece of technology at the target. Both Moscow and Washington have reportedly experimented with weaponizing microwaves since the Cold War. After the latest report, the Russian government issued a scathing statement. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that the Havana Syndrome was not a new topic and that for many years this topic has been exaggerated in the press. He said that from the beginning, the so-called Havana Syndrome was linked to accusations against Russia, but no one had ever published any convincing evidence of these unfounded accusations anywhere. Peskov added that these were nothing more than baseless, unfounded accusations by the media. Meanwhile, the US government too tried to downplay the latest investigative report on the Havana Syndrome.
It has been the broad conclusion of the intelligence community since March 2023 that it's unlikely a foreign adversary is responsible for these anomalous health incidents. It's something that the intelligence community has investigated extensively and continues to look at.
The US government statement appeared to mirror an American intelligence investigation whose findings were released in 2023. The US Intel probe reportedly found that it was very unlikely that a foreign adversary was behind the episodes of Havana Syndrome. The Biden government had clarified that it was not claiming that its officials did not experience the distressing symptoms.
We are determined to support our workforce, to support our colleagues, and certainly to support all of our colleagues who have reported these incidents in recent years. The findings that the intelligence community has spoken to today in no way call into question the experiences, the symptoms that our colleagues and their family members have reported in recent years.
However, in 2021, the US Congress had passed a legislation called the Havana Act. This act authorized the US State Department, spy agency CIA, and other government agencies to give payments to staff and their families who had been affected by the Havana Syndrome while at work. At the time, the Biden administration had said that it was the first to take this issue seriously.
This president is the first president to acknowledge the existence of Havana Syndrome or anonymous health incidents, that across the government, across the national security team, they're taking this incredibly seriously. The National Security Council has worked closely with departments and agencies to take a number of significant steps, standardizing the reporting process so that all possible AHIs that are reported by U.S. personnel, regardless of department or agency affiliation, are uniformly documented and quickly shared.
What the changes in India's population and the
We have a
different
very special guest on the record.
The interview.
The role that the US side played at that point of time.
पूरी दुनिया की नजर
assume my phone is tapped, I can.
Pakistan has a unique negotiating
The
style.
rising confidence of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Communist China is the greatest threat.
There will come a day that we will see far more radical extremist.
I'm still a little perplexed by why.
Your daily dose of news from India and across the world. Cutting edge views and analysis. Tune into HT videos. Click on the bell icon to subscribe.